I might have got in on provisionals anyway, but I'd rather open up more spots for other guys by just making it in
So
straight.
down here, who has the provisional?
All
Second
right,
and
no,
Kip?
no, no, no. Hang on, hang on. I'll give you guys the full rundown here now that we're just about ready. Okay. All right, broadcast is going. All right, welcome guys. SCL Season 25 Daytona Speed Weeks Gatorade Duel number 2. We've got 6 cars that have already set themselves into the field. 4 more will come out of this race, and then we'll go to the provisionals. I'll run over the procedure one more time that you can find it on the website or on the event Daytona 500 event block. The front 2 qualifiers, first and second, which was Stay Down and Kips, are locked into the race. 3 through 10 is set by the Gatorade duels, and then 11 through 15 by the provisionals and times. So what that means for you guys is Kips being locked into the race. It means the top 4 finishers outside of Kips will start 4th, 6th, 8th, and 10th at Daytona. Then when we set the provisionals, just like in the season, although this is a unique qualifier, this isn't like the regular season races. The way we'll set the provisionals is only the top 10 in points from last season will be able to claim a provisional. So let's say that there's 3 in the top 10 that aren't already in the field that have qualified. They would be 11, 12, 13, and then you would open up 14 and 15 then to the fastest qualifying times. So basically it's going to go, we'll fill 11 through 15 with the provisionals, which is 11 through 14 is points, and the 15th provisional is the past champions provisional. That usually does not get used, but if it does get used, then you'll fill any spots not used by provisional will be filled by the fastest qualifying times of the drivers remaining. So if you don't make it into the top 4, you still got a shot, but we'll finish the race, jump into race control, and
we'll do it, and then
we'll post it on the active drivers list as who's in and who's the alternates and all that.
And the docs will be done too, so you'll be able to see it in either place.
Yeah, so we'll be all set. As far as this one goes, guys, so as you can see, 40 laps with a strategy stops, about 150K on the board. We're gonna give you your starting order here momentarily. You'll go around the first lap, pull into the pit lane, and make your strategy stop. Put on the fuel and the tires you want. You guys know the pit lane rules. If you happen to pit under green or if you pit under yellow as well, you need to have a button for your pit road speed limiter. Make sure that you can go full speed on the pit road, but you can't deliberately ghost through people. If I see you pitting under yellow or whatever, and you're ghosting through boxes to get to yours or ghosting through cars, I'm going to send you to the back. As far as, you come out of the pits after your strategy stop, we'll get you lined back up single file in your order. We'll double up with 1 to go and go green at the line. Restart rules. It's a single file on the restarts. Will be double file on the start. You may not pass the car in front of you to the inside before you've crossed the start-finish line. You can pass to the outside, not to the inside. Maintain a car length to half a car length. Use that car length, guys. It's worth. You're allowed to use up to a car length. It's better. You don't want to get bottled up. So use that car length. Get going when the leader hits the line. The caution rules are standard speedway rules. If you there must be contact between 2 cars causing a full wreck, little wall kiss, you spin off on your own, it's not a yellow. We've got marshals in the field that can help you make that call. Let's see, when the caution does come out, back it down gradually and get into place wherever it is you can line up. Take it easy when you're backing down. We didn't see it in the first race, but last night in some of the races we had guys getting run over under yellow, so be careful with that. And if the flag limit tonight is 5 cautions is the limit. If we have not hit 5 cautions, then by lap 36 is the green to the finish number. So 36 is the magic number if we have not hit 5 cautions. That just about covers it as far as the racing goes. Reset button, make sure you have a reset button on your car. In case you get on your roof, you can yell to the officials, I need to use my reset button, and then you can you can get off your roof, obviously. That should just about do it. I'll give you your starting order for Gatorade Duel number 2. All right, starting on the pole, front row qualifier, season 19 Daytona 500 champion Kipps Hall and Ass from Team Danamore. Starting second, two-time Daytona 500 champion Hossack 24 of Apex Motorsport. Starting third, Evil OGR Gordon from the brand new Evil OGR Motorsports. Starting fourth, Evil OGR 48 from the same aforementioned team. Starting fifth will be Cat Guy from TOW Racing, the vet. Starting sixth will be Daz from Team Danamore Racing. Seventh, Grandpa Bubby in the Independent 65. Eighth will be Baron Von Stosh from Apex Motorsport. Ninth will be CM Outcast from AMG Motorsports. 10th, Season 16 Daytona 500 champion making his triumphant return, Gearhead. Welcome back, Gearhead. 11th will be Rita St. James from JME Motorsports, former Firecracker 400 winner here at Daytona. 12th will be Rosta from Benson Speed Equipment in the 15 car. 13th, Rockabilly Outlaw in the independent car. And 14th, am I missing somebody on there? I got Muttley listed on that number. That's not right.
No, your 14th will be, let's see, that's number 28.
That's Outlaw, yeah, but we missed, we had one shoe missing.
One shoe's missing.
One shoe's missing.
Yeah, so there you
Twindy's
go.
in the broadcast booth. Yeah, I'll do it again. Kipps 1, Hossack 2, Gordon 3, 48 is 4, Cat Guy 5, Daz 6, Grandpa Bubby 7, Baron 8th, Outcast 9, Gearhead 10, Rita 11, Rosta 12, Rockabilly 13. I still feel like that's one short, Kip. We had 29 qualifiers. We had one.
Let me run down the list one more time.
We had one withdraw from the first race, didn't we?
Yeah, we had one short in the first race.
Okay, so we're who was that?
Hold on, let me run down this list here.
One shoe was a scratch, I know that. Flat out.
Was it flat out?
Flat out was a scratch. That puts us at 29, 27 qualifiers. So 14 and 13, yeah, we're good.
Yep.
14 and 13 is better to double check.
Nothing needed to change. Yep.
All right.
Let me look again. Here we go. Just down this list real quick. I'm in here. Hossack's here. Gordon's here. 48's here. Cat Guy's here. Daz is here. Grandpa Bubby is here. Baron is here. Outcast, formerly Watcher, is here. Gearhead is here. Rita is here. Rosta? Yep.
Rosta's here.
Rosta's here. Okay.
And Rockabilly.
He was down on my screen named Rockabilly. That should be it.
All right, we're good to go. All right, guys.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and...
Question I have.
Yes.
48, go ahead.
Do we get into that order prior to the stop or after the stop?
Prior to the stop.
And after.
And after, yeah.
We just make sure we get back in it.
Yes, sir.
This is
Yes.
the first time
Yes.
we're trying to get in it. Okay.
Yes, sir. All right. Best of luck, guys. I'm going to be up in the broadcast booth. You've got Rita, Kipps, Daz. Got a number of marshals in here to listen to. I'm going to go ahead and start it and wish you guys the best of luck.
Good luck, everybody.
All right. You in here with me, Mr. Twindy?
Yeah, yes, I am. And I believe, let me me make sure I didn't lower my mic any. I think I haven't. I'm going to turn up my volume. I'm going to see if I'm actually getting heard. Yeah, I'm getting heard. Okay, good. The last broadcast, Kip, because he wasn't expecting anybody and hasn't done it many times, he didn't have it set up so my voice could be heard. So, yeah.
It's work in progress, the media department.
I mean, when someone does, you know, a barrel roll down the front stretch and has to pop on the boost because, well, he's no longer in the race. I mean, unexpected things happen.
I hear that. Well, here we go, duel number 2. We've got 6 cars that have already been locked in. The 2 front row qualifiers, Kip and Stay Down, along with Cali Vitals, It's PT, Evil GT, 3D, and yours truly, Carlin Hicks. I'll have to wait for the this race and the provisionals to be sorted out. They're under the lights now as it's later in the evening.
Now, I think I got some weird stats for you to keep in mind that I don't know. I'm pretty sure is pretty solid, but with Cali winning the first duel, if Cat Guy wins this one, there's a possibility that TOW sweeps the duels 2 seasons in a row.
Really?
Yep, because me and Cali won them last season, and Cali won it this season, so he's won back-to-back duels, and if Cat Guy wins this one, it's a possibility for TOW to sweep 2 seasons in a row. That
would be something. It's a good time to do it, too. I say the big story today because it came up in the last 24 hours. The big story today is the appearance of Gearhead. We've talked a lot about it in the last race. Gearhead, of course, he was a rookie with me back in season 12. He was a season 16 Daytona 500 champion. And
I think my game froze up, Carlin. Is it up to the loading screen yet where you're looking at cars?
Yes. No, it's in 32, 31. The clock's ticking.
Well, yeah. So, okay, I'm going to jump out and try to get back in the lobby and hit spectate.
All right.
Because my game broke. Of course.
All righty.
That's why the lobby was switched up
stupid.
for a second. What happened?
Well, these guys, they know I have to get out of the way, but they just keep piling up on me.
Always a good show. When hey, let's give him for the broadcaster to get out the way so he can retire. Nope.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, not such a good start. You've got some damage. Let's see how it feels on the first lap. Try and catch the pack if you can. Let us know if you need to pit.
Speedo so I can tell when they're under yellow eventually. Alright guys. Here we are at the twin Gatorade duels, the Gatorade duel number 2. The first 6 spots are set. We'll set 4 more out of this race. It'll be the top 4 outside of Kip, your front row starter. All Dana Moore front row for the 500, which will run next week. Same day as the real life Daytona 500 is soon, right upon the conclusion of that. Actually, in the entire history of the SCL, that is the first time that has ever taken place. We've run the Daytona 500s on the same day, but it would be a landmark. It's our silver anniversary season. We got something special coming up. As these guys work their way towards the front stretch and get ready to get the doubling up, Speed Weeks night 4 today, the duels and the Daytona 500 qualifying, and then tomorrow it'll roll on. Tomorrow night we've got the Daytona Rallycross Nationals, a very special event here in the SCL for Daytona Speed Week. Tuesday, the Legends of Daytona exhibition. Wednesday will be the round 1 of the Sportsman's Division. We've got all kinds of action here on Speed Weeks. We're glad you're here to join us. They're going to go in and make their strategy stop. 13 cars here in the second duel. As I said, the top 4 outside of Kip. I'll keep you appraised of where the bubble spot is throughout this race, as these cars are ready. No telling where the provisionals will stand. No Twindy up there. Hossack and Barron were 1 and 2 in points, so any one of those 3 can more than likely.
Oh, it looks like in the last update they people after you've been late.
I don't know about that.
Or am I thinking completely wrong? That's very possible. I get lost in what I think actually happened and the things that are going on now. So, weird things.
I'm not exactly sure. You guys caught the starting lineup during the pre-race introductions. Somebody just fell out, so I'm imagining they're going to retire to the box and get going. I don't know who that was. Somebody hit the wrong button, or got a look on that, Twindy?
I don't see it anywhere.
I see 12 cars on the track.
Well, yeah, no, in the info feed, it didn't pop up at all, and even say who retired or who disconnected. We can see here. Cat guy?
What the hell? No, okay, they're retiring to the box. Somebody hit the wrong button. I bet you Cat guy.
Yeah, it looks like it was Cat guy.
All right, they're gonna have to reset it and try it again now.
Okay. Let's hope I don't break the lobby again. It may have all. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. Let's hope. Well, so the other thing is, don't we generally have an occurrence where if the one duel runs with a bunch of yellows, the other one is usually fairly clean, right?
Yes, that's usually how it goes.
So going by tradition, that should be a pretty clean duel here.
I mean, it was a clean race. I mean, I thought everybody did okay. We did hit the limit lap 31, 32, but it wasn't bad. You know, it wasn't a real bad race, but yeah, we should see a lot of green. I'm hoping.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. We would have stayed green for a while if that initial caution came from cars moving up and down the line, trying to pick the right line, and the rest of us were kind of trying to figure out what they were doing, and that's what caused the first one. And that was just a big thing for me. If I was being asked as a driver, that was the big concern racing here. It's I don't mind the guys that will commit to a line and they'll run it, and then if they switch lines, they switch it when it's clear, and then they stick with that one for a while. What bothers me are the guys that go back and forth, because as we said in the instructions during the Clash and the Marlboro Challenge, we said when you get into a race review for an incident like that, you're going to be called on it, because the guy might check up and give you a break early in a race, but with 2-3 laps to go, I'm not lifting. I mean, you're going to come across my hood, then that's what's going to happen. So I know that you got to be careful with that stuff. You got to pick a line and stick with it. And I'm not talking about the guys who are having trouble controlling their car. I'm more talking about the.
I think someone did it again.
Really?
Yeah, I only see 14 in the lobby. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they're gonna do. I don't.
Kicked. No, he didn't get kicked. He didn't get kicked. He kicked himself.
Yeah. We're supposed to give people the boot. They're not supposed to give it to themselves, no?
There's two things that I've learned about psychology that running the races that I've learned in this league, and it's number one, when an accident happens, 6 hands go up to tell you who wrecked who or who hit them. Nobody's hand goes up to say, I was too aggressive there and did that.
Hey, I like to say that I take credit when I know I done that.
There are exceptions to the rule, but the general rule.
The vast majority of people, I don't know who did that.
The general rule is that people play dumb, and then the other thing that they do is anytime some type of they're not quite sure how something works, whether they can't figure out how to put on the pit road indicator, or how to put on a pit road speed limiter, how to, not accidentally exit out of the room rather than just retire to the pit box. Anytime we have one of those things, they yell and scream that they got kicked, booted, the game screwed them before they ever go the other way and go, wait a minute.
Well, I mean, the only reason I think that it's possible that he may have actually
he got kicked, yeah.
Booted
I'm not talking about that.
Well, yeah, but I think he may have actually been, because how quick we cycled back into the race. He might have popped a mute with somebody in that little bit of time, which is probably a good thing that he did it then.
Rather than later, yeah.
Because,
no, I didn't mean that situation, but yeah.
Later during that race. But yeah, just clarifying kind of what happened there. But yeah, interesting things happen with this game.
It happens. There's nerves, a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of guys that don't have provisionals to fall back on. There's a lot of guys that have a lot of situations that are going here, especially with me DNFing in the last race, with me being third in points last season. You're
basically
one
a guarantee.
Spot that's already gone.
Yeah.
That's one spot that's already gone. So now they've only got 4 spots to work with after the people that are locked. So, that's going to probably be some tense moments, especially.
Yeah. And you've got Haas and Bear and 1 and 2 points both in this race. So if neither one of them are in it, there's the next 2.
And all of a sudden, now there's 2 spots left, and things start getting really tight.
And you got to remember too, there's the past champions provisional. And as of
that Johnny would be able to fall back on if
I think,
right?
Yeah, I'm already in. I'm already in, and
Baron and Hossack would be able to use points provisionals.
Exactly.
So they wouldn't have to use the past champions. So, and Kip is already in. So yeah, it'd be Johnny.
It appears that.
Where did he finish in points though? He might be high enough in points that
he was
still
like
wouldn't have
fifth,
to claim it.
like 5th or 6th. He might, yeah. He would get the points provisional before the past champions provisional. So so the fact is that may open up the past champions provisional completely, and that if it opens that up, it gives an extra spot. So.
I know someone that's hoping that that as many point provisional people as possible can get in, because if it goes back on time. So now, look, I don't fully remember how this works, but if you qualify and can't make the duel, your time is still valid for a at-large spot, right?
I don't believe so. I don't believe it is.
Really?
Yeah,
I feel like we've bounced back and forth with that in the past, which is the only reason why I'm questioning it. Because if so, I know One Shoe's hopping up and down, hoping a lot of points provisionals people get in here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to.
Qualifying time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to run the duel.
Remember, so. I don't know. Because I know we've had this debate probably multiple seasons now, because it has happened a couple times where 1 or 2 people run a qualifying time but then don't make the duel. So I don't know, it'll be something we got to look into.
All right, these 13 cars are ready to roll around. Hopefully they got the nerves worked out and they're ready to go for Gatorade Duel number 2. A lot of pressure. 29 total entries this season for the Daytona 500's 15 spots. But like you said, that's the fact there. I'd feel pretty comfortable. As you said, Hossack and Bear in here. They could do a lot of people a favor by just getting in. But they would take 2 provisionals. I don't have the points table in front of me in the archive. I could try to find it here. Let me try to see if I can find the season 23 doc.
I'm going to work on pulling up, because Kip has all the provisionals next to the qualifying, so you just got to look at the qualifying table.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at the season 23 master of the Winston Cup. Turn on the WCS driver. Give you guys a little rundown. Barron being the champion. Wait a minute, that's 23. No, I need 24. Kip, where the fuck is 24? Oh, damn it. Way too late.
Who messaged? Oh man, that's great. Yeah. So
He was in the other duel anyway. So,
oh, okay. Yeah,
so
that
he
makes
already
sense.
he already missed a spot. Yeah, I don't have those in front of me, but you're saying the docs do. So let me go ahead.
So yeah, so Hossack was first in points, Baron second. I was third, stayed down 4, but he's locked in, so that's not going to matter. Callie won his duel, he was fifth, so that doesn't matter. Cat Guy is the next highest divisional behind Baron and Hossack from this duel that would possibly need to use it.
Yeah.
Johnny was P9 in points. You were 7th, but you made it in. Rita was ace. And Kip was 10, and he got front row, so he doesn't have to worry about it either. So, from the point divisionals from last season, I believe me and Johnny, I think, were the only ones that missed out in the last duel.
And Cat Guy's in here, and he might be a
And
third
yeah.
one that could claim it. At that point, it'll come down to lap times and qualifying for the last couple of guys there. Now, are they dropping again? What is going on with these guys?
I have no idea. Did someone manage to, like, nail someone and get someone DQ'd or something like that?
I don't know. We're just sitting trackside waiting, but these guys are looking like fools out there.
What is Cat Guy doing? Oh, okay. Now, Gearhead.
Gearhead has an excuse. It's his first damn day on the game.
Gearhead has no idea what's going on.
The rest of these guys are just being silly.
Although it looks like he found his pit stall this time, so it's really unfortunate that he's gonna have to retire. One of the last times we had to reset here, he couldn't find his pit stall at all. So I'm hoping that he's figuring out where to find your pit stall.
All right, you silly bastards, get your heads in the game.
I mean, well, like I said, you know, the one duel goes smooth, the other one has to have. Well, actually, no, it's completely backwards. I don't know how to speak. I'm having some issues today. That's what 2 hours of sleeping will do to you. So, yeah, it's not fun. But yeah, no, it's unusual. Usually don't have this many issues. I'm gonna hop in game chat and see if I can hear what they're saying. Someone got spun around.
Damn it. Who's in charge of the booth here?
What do you mean? Oh, for the party, it is Kip, I think.
Shit.
Unfortunately. Why?
Because people,
And I will say one thing, guys. Sometimes we come across a little harder than we really are, you know.
Okay, I guess this works. Figure that's what you were doing. Let's make sure I have my voice sharing right. I don't remember if I set it to all or yeah, I did always allow. Okay, good. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back on in a second, guys. The broadcast, don't worry. Twindy might be able to invite people into the race room. I can't at the moment. I'm on the...
Nah, it's already started. I don't think there's going to be any kind of invites.
Well, you can follow the feed, right?
I am following the feed. That was a fun run last race.
Yeah, everybody's disappointed in barking at each other, but yeah, they ran well. There wasn't any real stupid moves until the very end, and even most of that was racing incidents.
I was the idiot that went 3 wide, so there you go. Gunter had gone up into you.
They are not yet starting.
Oh.
They're coming down to the strategy stop, but no, they basically. I mean, I wound up 3 wide on the outside, but that was that last lap one where when you're coming up the outside, the guy in front of you is playing that chicken game where he's trying to keep the guys on the bottom line down.
Yep.
But he keeps going down and going down and going down, and then when I go to make a run, you get halfway to the bottom, they try to come. At that point, you're coming down the front stretch to the finish. You're gonna go where you're gonna go. You don't get a courtesy lift at that point.
No.
When you're doing that, so I went to the outside and kept on it.
Yeah, what had happened is Gunter got loose, got into you, straightened him out. He came back down. I had gotten sucked right up, so I was actually where he was, and yeah, I ended up on the losing end of that one.
Hey, it's racing. You'd be able to work the booth next week, baby. We're going to be.
I'm thinking about it, but
well, we're going to be on standby. We're going to be on standby. We're not going to start until after the real 500 ends.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping we can maybe squeeze in a 100 lapper. Just have all, testing and running and all that stuff.
So you for a second come back and we got a full booth, huh, Carlin?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Okay.
wants to race. Don't sweat it flat out. It happens. I'm sick myself trying to make it through this.
Yeah. What do you mean? You're in.
No, I mean he's talking about. He was saying he was. I think he was saying he was already sick. He was sleeping it off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kind of in the same boat, but there are a lot of races. Just
made it with a migraine.
Not going to be Daytona 500. But as we said here, those of you watching Gatorade Duel number 2, did I put that right on the broadcast?
You did.
Okay, good.
Gatorade Duel 2.
These guys have made their strategy stop. They'll be doubling up when they get to the line here. 40 laps are on your board, 37 active. That's 150K to earn a spot in the Great American Race, the 14th running of the SCL's Daytona 500 here at Speed Week Season 25. We've got, let's see, former winners. Kip was the Season 19 Daytona 500 champion. Hossack is the 2-time Daytona 500 champion, including last season. Let's see, down the list, Gearhead starting there in 10th, a longtime veteran making his return today. Season 16 Daytona 500 champion. And that does it for those. Rita is a former Firecracker 400 champion. That was a historic day back in Season 19. First female to win a points race in the SCL when she took the Firecracker 400 here back in Season 19. And they're getting the 1-to-go signal. Now all the nerves that caused all the silliness is gone. 6 cars are in the 500, 4 more coming out of this race, and then it goes to the provisionals.
I'll tell you, I was shaking for the first 15 laps. My arms were just shaking the whole time.
It's worse at Daytona Progar, I'll tell you, because not the unique qualifying procedure, all that, but it's you don't control your own destiny. You know, like if we're going to Indianapolis, I'm confident that I can qualify well enough to get into the field. You know, and I'm confident that that even if I had to, I could make it in. This race, you know, unless you're one of the top few in points from the previous season, it's tough to know that you're in. The only way you know that you're in for sure coming in is on pole, or if you were one of the top 4 in points or were the defending champion of the Winston Cup Series, you're pretty much guaranteed in.
Yeah.
But it's just the pressure. It's a lot of pressure. There's so many entries, and you know that's what makes the Winston Cup Series, you know, and also Camel GT and IndyCar the top of the heat, because a lot of these guys have run in the support series in the preseason. They run in a lot of those races, but you got to earn your way into here, and we're about to get going here as they're coming around to give the map. As they're coming out of turn 4, Kip, as I said, former Daytona 500 champion, Team Danamore, he is already in the field. He will lead them down the front to the start. Got the 2 Evil OGR guys. Those are completely NASCAR oval racing specialists. And they're coming down to take the green flag. Oh yeah, good clean start. Big pressure is always on the guys that know that they don't have provisionals. Somebody down on the flat there, looks like CM Outcast.
Got a wreck down the back. Oh, I think they saved it. No, they didn't.
No, he's around. I believe that's going to be a yellow, yeah. Outcast goes around. That's going to bring out our first caution of a possible 5. First caution of a possible 5. He got down onto the flat.
The first lap or 2.
Yeah, you go down into turn 2. There's a bump right in the middle of turn 2. You can go under it or over it. But if you're a little bit off the line or too close down to the line and you hit it straight on, either one of them can send you around. Like he went down onto the apron and then might have been better off riding it down the apron until he got back in line.
Honestly, with where he went down on the apron, I thought he was dropping back to hang in the back, and someone came down from the top and just sideswiped him and spun him around.
Yeah,
so.
and that's where I'm going to make my comment on using your head. That guy that was on the outside in the back, whoever it was, and then they went down, and CM went down. That car made a move. It was trying to pass the car on the outside and went to the inside when it saw an opening. And you have to ask that driver, you weren't avoiding contact there because Outcast was way out of the way. Why are you making a move then? Why would you not just stay where you are and give him that lane to get the car back? It doesn't make any sense. It's not worth 12th place on the opening lap. So I'm not trying to criticize somebody, but that's the kind of stuff that the veteran drivers see, is that you should have just stayed in your line. Yeah, it's you got some momentum and it's an opening, but for what? You know, you risked burning up one of the cautions for something like that. You know, to get 2 spots at the very beginning. You know, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. That was a situation where Outcast put himself there, and so, you know, he bears the responsibility for starting the incident, but he could have got some help from whoever that was that decided, ooh, there's a hole there on the inside. You know, there really isn't.
I think you're going to see Outcast move up all those tires. Like I told him, it's going to be like rolling on. It's going to be ice skate for those first couple of laps, but once they come down in pressure, they are going to be right up.
Yeah, once the pressure gets in them and they get a little heat, I think he'll be good. It was good in practice all this week.
I saw how your car was in the first Duel program, and that's why I thought when he was on the apron, it wasn't necessarily him trying to go down there. He was just dropping to the back to let the car get to where he wants to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And with the colder temperatures and everything like that, you got to gauge for how it's going to run during the race, not the first couple of laps.
All right, I'm putting my mic on. You guys got a good read on me?
Yeah, we do. All right, here he comes.
All right.
And they are green. Working lap 6 of 40 in Gatorade Duel number 2. Got 2 cars already, Hossack and one of the OGR cars going. I can't tell them apart because they all have the same name. I believe it's.
Tell you why.
I'll take a look at. Yeah, I'll take a look here at the name list. OGR 48's the 33 car. OGR 48's the 33 car. OGR Gordon is the 27.
They are definitely a lot friskier than we were.
Oh,
And there they go, banging around into each other.
Yeah.
We got something going on there. Yeah, that's another to be a second caution. I saw one of the independent cars. Not sure if it was Gearhead, Rockabilly. Somebody got into Rita, and that's going to bring out our second yellow just that quick.
Yeah, it looked like Rockabilly and Roaster got together and collected Rita in the process. The outcast just kind of let off throttle and rolled through it.
Rita's in the blue and white.
Yeah, she's in the 14 car.
Yeah, she got collected and shoved up into the wall.
All right, well, that's 2 yellows of 5 already up now as we're working lap 7, and so these guys are tearing through them, no doubt. Yeah, so Evil Gordon's the 27, Evil OGR is the 48. Callie, back-to-back seasons, wins in the Gatorade Duel. Good race. I'll take the move of the race, but you're the winner, so that's worth more.
Yeah, I saw what you did. You dropped back, and then the guys in front of you started crashing out. It's pretty smart.
I did that, and then on the last lap, when I realized that I was the back of the pack, I trailed back and got a run.
Yep.
I was right there with you.
Yeah, well, I saw you with me. I knew we were both trying the same thing. We just weren't able to get the outside line going the way that I wanted. We were falling back a car length, and it was just.
I saw who was it? One of the evil guys hit the apron, and that allowed me to get up to stay down. And once I got there, I wasn't letting go.
Oh, no, you weren't. I tried to get by you. And we get 3, and you would just get by me, swipe down, a little side draft, and then you were back right up there.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised PT didn't jump up one of those times where he got in front of me.
He did once, I think, and then a caution happened or something like that.
Yeah, I know he jumped in front of me at least 3 times.
I know Twindy was sitting by himself for a bit.
The big thing was the outside lane. It's you sit there and you bide your time. That's all you really can do, because you can hold side by side with them. If you fall back to about 4th in line up top, but leading the top lane, the one bobble you can get side by side of the leader. It's all about.
All right, green.
Biding your time.
We're going to do a little on board here. We're going to go from the back of the pack in the cockpit of the Ford Fusion of Rita St. James. We'll see her for a lap as she hooks on the Rosta at the end. Rita, as I said, she's a driver who knows how to win here. 2 career Winston Cup wins.
It's going to be interesting to see whether Hossack and Kip just follow each other, or they both try to win this thing.
Hey, if they're smart, Kip's got nothing to lose, so he can go for the race. But Haas is in it too, is number 1 in points anyway.
Yeah, Haas pretty much knows he's got a provisional. Barron pretty much knows he has a provisional.
Yeah, I expect Barron to play it safe in this one.
Yeah. He might want to have a duel.
Well, Gearhead's up into the wall, making his return to the SCL just today. Long-time vet, as I said before, rookie with me, one of the best Daytona drivers we ever had, and he's going to take some time to get up. Yeah, he's going to have to take some time to get used to the new cars. We're on board with Rockabilly, independent driver, here on the chase view.
You see Hossack and Barron together up there on the top.
Yeah, they'll try to work it for sure. playing it close to that wall. Kip comes up a little there, just a bit. Hossack's into the wall. Does he manage to catch it? Yeah, excellent job. Manages to pull it back in.
It's a good save.
Yeah, it's a very good save. Tires should be coming in now.
Kip being followed by Evil 48 in a 33 car, brand new Evil OGR Motorsports. These guys are stock car racing veterans, but rookies to the SCL.
Well, they did form a team, huh?
Oh, somebody goes around. Barron's around. We're going to have our third flag of the day right there. I did not see the contact that ignited that. I just saw Barron getting loose. But it's obvious somebody must have got into him.
Yeah, one of those independent cars came up a little bit.
I'm watching
and
it
just
right now.
caught him in the quarter
I'm
panel.
gonna guess Rockabilly by where he's at.
Yeah, it was number 6 in line. Yeah, that was Rock.
That's our third caution now, third flag here in the first 11. So these guys are burning through them quick. That will, however, allow the pits to open this time by. They'll be taking the option, although I think most of the guys in the first 7, 8, 9 of the field are just going to hold their track position. That's what we saw in the first duel.
I didn't really see much of a use in getting tires. They were perfect.
I will say one thing. That last run I did, I made a pit stop. Do you know why? When you were at the back, it's not a bad thing to make a pit stop, not take on any fuel there?
Oh, yeah, no, I totally get it. And
the tires are warm.
Summer, I would.
The tires are warm coming out, yeah.
I had my pressures up where it was prohibitive to run hard on those tires.
Yeah, I hear you.
So for me, it made more sense to stay on used rubber than it was to get fresh.
Yeah. No, I understand. I did it to get the warmed up tires, and it worked out. But I do have a tire setting. We're running tires here at Daytona that got room to go either way. We have different days and nights and different weather settings, so it depends on. With this kind of track, it's been overcast. Very cool. You can see here on the broadcast, guys, 62 degrees, 67% track. That's 20 degrees cooler on the track and about 10 degrees cooler ambient than it was just for the first duel. So it changes everything up. Rita is running a completely separate set of pressures from me because she's running in Duel 2 and I'm in Duel 1. You'll see a lot of that among the major teams. All right, give you a quick rundown. Kip still holding on to the lead. Evil OGR 48 second in the 33. Cat Guys coming in third. OGR Gordon, Evil Gordon's fourth, and Daz is in fifth place. That is the bubble spot as we stand right now. We'll be going green with 28 laps to go in Gatorade Duel number 2.
Here's hoping they can get more than 5 strung together.
Yep, they've used 3 cautions. Am I correct on that? I believe it's 3. Yeah, 3 yellows already out of the 5.
They're on 12.
You get another one like that, Rita's going to be reading them the riot act.
Oh, I'm sure she's already said something.
Well, she has the job that I used to have as they're getting ready to go green here. And that's doing the race reviews as chief marshal. And every time that stuff comes up, every time 2 guys are arguing about something like that, that's another half an hour for her.
Yeah.
So it's like, now I got to spend half an hour looking at this. So as
nice
off they go. OGR 48 getting a little loosey-goosey, but getting it back. Let's get on to the working my fingers as quick as I can. Do my roll through here. They're going around. They're already going around. Did they save it?
Looks like they all saved it in the back. Vos is now on the wall. Never mind, this is about to go south. Yep.
There it is. There's the caution. Nothing they could do. Yep. That's going to break out caution number 4 now here. And these guys...
They're going to get longer than 5 laps in it pretty soon here.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah.
They're going to have to. They're going to be out.
Yeah.
Going to be out of yellows.
Yeah, there were so many opportunities in that last race to run 3 wide, and it made no sense to do it. I could do it, or I could do it possibly wreck, or I could sit back here and work my way up.
Now this is a situation where the entire field needs to cooperate because they need to realize the situation that they're in. They need to run single file for the next probably 15 laps before they can be comfortable at all. Run that middle lane, single file, don't really make any moves, and just chop away laps. That way, there's more of a chance at the end. Well, it's not even just putting the rubber down. The less laps go at the end, the less time there is for you to get screwed over. So, it doesn't happen very often at Daytona, but if they cooperate here, it'd be a lot better than not.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, there's no you're
getting that rhythm.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, you're 100% right, Twindy, and the way I would say anybody in the top 5 or 6 that applies to, because anybody in the top 5 or 6 can be comfortable that you'll be solid in your spot in whatever line that you're in. If somebody goes to the outside to try to get another line going, you're okay. Anybody beyond 5th or 6th, I don't think you can blame them for trying to move up a little bit. But if you're in that front group and you're dicing at this point, then you're being foolish. And we'll see on the restart here if they get going on the back shotgun on the field with CM Outcast. As Kipps is going to bring him back up. He's led them all the way.
It's going to be tougher for these guys in the back to get in that transfer spot with only 1 more caution left, so we'll see what happens.
Exactly. That's the other reason that, not even on top of what Twindy just mentioned, to be careful back here. You have no safety net.
Yep.
Where he's at right now.
Side by side, tense on back, and the pack's pulling away.
Yep.
I think part of the reason why we did so well in our heat as well is because
somebody's in the wall. Gearhead. Gearhead catching it. Good job. Rita comes through it.
Rita's just barely clinging on to the draft here.
Oh yeah. She might be able to get a push from behind too.
Yeah, she's still well in the draft there, yeah.
The thing with the gap that everybody has, every single person in the field is still in this draft. Even though it's a stretch, they're all still in it.
Oh yeah. Right here in the back, they just got to stay smart, stay right in the middle where they're at. And they'll grab. You can see it already. They're chopping off tents as they're coming down. So if you're somebody who keeps your splits on like you should, then you know what you're doing, and they know that they're making up the time. All you got to do is be patient back here. Got to wait for the silliness up front to sort itself out. All right, back up front. Kip's still in the lead. He's got 2 of the evil OGR guys right there. He's got a cat guy right there. Barron's right in there. OGR cat guy is on the bubble at the moment, but has a provisional from last season.
Big thing to watch here is when Rosta and that back group catches the field, what they do is to run, or if they're smart and they just back it down now that they're back in the draft. Rita got into the back of Rockabilly.
There she goes.
Big save here. Looks like everyone kept it okay. Yep, everyone's
so
out
far.
the wall.
So far.
Good save so far.
Rita's had multiple scares.
Daz is up in the wall. Oh yeah. Daz is in the wall, but he saves it.
I don't think he's going to be able to hang on, though. He's lost too much momentum.
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, yeah, he's a little...
yeah, he's dragging that.
He might be in trouble.
Yeah, well, so if they can string it out a little bit for him, he's no, they've got too much momentum. Yeah.
See, and
Well,
he's lucky there's one more left, so.
Yeah, so he's hoping. I think if Dad is smart here, he's hoping that it waits a little while to be thrown,
Yeah.
but he definitely wants it thrown at some point.
Cars scattered, and there's no real top line. It's just one car here, one car there.
That's
it's like the apex guys. They're trying to get the outside line going, but everyone else is single file on the bottom, just trying to, run laps here.
That's two-part answer there for you, Progar. One is dirty air, and the other one is you got a couple of these hot foots that are getting antsy, and they're looking for spots. They're looking for room that there isn't going to be. They're dancing. I had a couple guys next to me in the first race that were like that. You could see them dancing, looking for that hole, and it's like, it's not there, buddy. I even crossed a few of them over whenever they did make the move. So, so you got to you got to wait them out.
Yeah,
Kip's just going to stay there. And Gordon in the 27, right behind OGR 48 and the 33. They're comfortable where they're at. They definitely don't, as straight rookies, have no provisionals. They've got to get in in this or through their lap time. But both of their lap times were very good, so they have a chance at getting in on lap time. Just depends on how many of those are used.
Man, I don't like how high the high line is running.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I think Hasak's playing it safe right now, but once those laps wind down, he's probably going to get close.
Who was that?
Rockabilly got into Roasta and sent him to the inside wall, it looks like. I think he's saving it, though. The Rita's now on the wall.
He kind of
that
I don't know what's going to happen here. They might
I don't know if they're going to throw it, but they might want to there.
Yeah, that was one of the situations that I think he lost enough momentum trying to save it, getting back in the wall, that it should have been one.
Yeah, he came all the way back into the grass, up onto the track, hit the wall, and practically came to a stop. So I do believe that should have been. It's a judgment call.
But I had Roasted Daz and Rita all there.
Yeah, it was someone just discoed. Rockabilly Outlaw. Oh, never mind. Rockabilly Outlaw pulled it into the pits here. It looks like after what he just did.
I'm going to guess that he just blew a fuse, which I'm going to reiterate to all you watching the broadcast. Act like an adult. It's racing. Stuff happens. You get called out for making a mistake, man up and accept it. Don't disappear. Don't throw a fit. We're not 6 years old and we ain't playing Cowboys and Indians.
So there's definitely 2 packs now.
Well, it's 3 groups now at this point, because Rita fell back all the way to Roasta, and you've got, actually, I don't know what's going on with Rita.
Daz and CM are hooked up now.
Yeah, I think they dropped back to pick them up or something.
Yeah, I would have called a yellow there personally. Now I'm not criticizing the officiating in the room because it's a judgment call, and Roasta probably didn't know that he had a viable call there, but we might get one anyway here.
They're wrecking in the back. I think they all saved it. I'm not. Yeah. Wow.
And they hold on to her.
And it looks like, and out of all that, Gearhead still has the front draft, and so does Grandpa Bubby. If they can get it lined up good enough here.
Yeah, they're definitely still in range here.
Gearhead's still managing to be sneaky and finding his way up front. So nothing's changed.
Yeah, exactly. He's always been the guy to do it. Yeah, like I said, Roasta may not have felt that he might have been on the fence about whether, if I had seen it as a marshal, I'd have called that one once I saw him come back up the track and hit the wall. But it's a judgment call. They still got another one to go, and we've got 16 laps to go at the line.
Is on the pit speed limiter in turn 2 on the apron. He's not on the track, but I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he accidentally hit a button and doesn't realize what he did, but I don't know what he's doing here. He's rolling back up on the banking. He just retired. Okay. Okay, so that crisis is avoided.
All right, not sure what happened there, but
Which OGR was that one?
somebody want to get us a pit side report there, Twindy?
I can try. Who do you
Gordon's still in the race.
Yeah, it was 48. How are we gonna manage to do this one, Carlin? I don't know if they're still even in the lobby.
No, I mean just go in there and ask Kip and them what's going on.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay,
Yeah.
that works. I'll go back. All right.
All right, so it sorts out here. There's still a yellow to go, but all that action has separated the field. We've got the top 4 here broken away: Kips, Bear, and Hossack Gearhead. That means the bubble spot right there is Evil OGR Gordon in the 27 car in 5th, just ahead of Cat Guy and Grandpa Bubby. That is the battle for the bubble right now. 2 cars behind them, a little bit of a ways, still not out of it. CM, Daz, still out of it. Rosta and Rita are trying to make their way up. One more yellow would do quite a bit to reset that, but we'll see if we got it. These guys have saved the car. I got to give them credit.
They're hooked up and going. Maybe like if they were side by side up front, they might be able to gain some more time, but they're working together never hurt.
Now that looks like pure luck, but I'll tell you guys right away, I raced with Gearhead for years, and even though he's had the game like 48 hours, I guarantee you that what he did was he did not make a single move for position through that whole early part of the race. He just sat there and waited for guys to fall back, and then when the accident happened, he drove through it. He's known for doing that at this track. So part of it's luck, but part of it, I think, in Gearhead's case, is he realized, ooh, Hossack, I
don't know if... Yeah, that's lag.
Yeah, Hossack having a little lag there.
So the sound of it looks like all the drivers are just getting on the radio, getting their lines organized, and trying to run down the front pack.
Yeah. What happened with the OGR guys and Rockabilly?
I didn't get anything back on that, and Rockabilly, I mean, was pretty self-explanatory. So I, also didn't want to bother too much because they were all busy organizing what's going on. So it'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting one. I don't know if they can run them down, but if they can, I think Gordon and Cat Guy are probably a pair that can probably attempt to do it. So.
Oh yeah, they've raced together a lot, so they've got that chemistry given.
I mean, Cat Guy is just a phenomenal person to draft with. He's, if he...
Yeah, I know. I'm just I'm looking at the nonsense. I'm not going to weigh in on it. Didn't see it perfectly well, but those weren't all legal blocks. If you came across their hood when they did that, it wasn't a legal block.
Yeah.
If there was contact, you didn't make it. Plain and simple.
Yeah, I think that's also something you tell the officials personally, not in the chat.
Yeah, if you were gonna be an adult about it, yeah, but not everybody acts that way.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even see what was said because I apparently don't have anybody on my front foot still because even though we've said it multiple times, not everybody in the field has got the officials on their friends list. So if you're someone that doesn't have me, Twindy, on your friends list and you race here regularly, you should work on it.
Now that second group's not really making any deal, as they've got 10 to go now at the line. 10 to go, 25 miles.
Yeah, Kip and those guys are just too fast.
The fact that they know that they're in, they're going to let the gap get separated as much as they can and then maybe make a 2-line move forward at the end to try to win the race. But I think they're comfortable. Gearhead is certainly comfortable knowing he could get into the field. Now this is where it gets interesting because that 5, 6, 7 group together, the leader's on the bubble spot. So how's that going to work out? Who's going with who?
Yeah, I don't. That is not a good place to be, because all Cat Guy or all. I mean, Grandpa Bubby doesn't have as much leeway as Cat Guy, but all Cat Guy needs to do is back it up about 3 car lengths, and he should have a big enough run that Gordon's going to be a sitting duck. So they better hope that they start running about a 10th faster.
They're doing okay. They were for a while taking on a 10th or 2 here or there, but
Hossack on the apron, I think. That's what it looks like, and Gearhead got on the wall a little bit.
Hossack
saving it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to bring the field a little close back together. Yeah, because second group's going to go by him, and now Cat Guy's on the bubble spot.
Yeah, he's going to pull it by there. Very well done by Hossack.
So now I think it's easy to say that the top 3 isn't changing. I don't think they're going to make any moves. The most I can see is Gearhead trying to make a move at the line, because he's laying back a decent amount. But other than that, I think they're all content up here. But the next question is, can Gordon and Cat Guy run them down now that really, it's only a 3-car on 3-car pack? So.
I think, yeah, that's true. I think they might stay pretty much even here. But as you said, that 5th car is on the bubble spot, so whoever's in the 3rd in line here is the one that's in trouble. They still got 3 more laps, 2.5 more laps to put down a yellow flag yet, but I don't see it. When the group is separated this much, they are where they are. Cat Guy would like to get in there. Rita back there has a points provisional.
You can, they're Gordon, Cat Guy and Grandpa are both taking looks here and there.
As I said, 5th is the bubble spot with Kip in the lead. Let's take a jump back onto the cockpit cam here in the back and roll through and see that's what they're looking ahead on them. CM and Daz are a little closer. Hossack's running on his lonesome. And here we are. We'll give it a lap here with Grandpa Bubby, because he is right outside that bubble spot.
And this is also the last lap of yellow can happen if I'm reading this correctly here.
That's right. 5 to go. Will be 36.
But yeah, very well could happen there if you ran up on him any more than that.
Doesn't do you any favors either, because all it does is kill your momentum.
Yeah.
Or wreck them.
Or wreck somebody. Yeah, it's not something that's intentionally done all the time, but the best way to do it is just to trail it back. Don't get on it till you're making a move like he is thinking about now. I don't blame him for getting antsy, but get antsy on the other. Make a move and get antsy.
Take that high line a little bit going to 2 and 3. And get that run coming out.
They are green to the finish now, so it is what it is.
Everything he's doing back here, he's getting what he's doing. He's getting the runs in the wrong spots. He's getting them going into the corners, and you're gonna stall about midway through the corner. I haven't seen him doing much side drafting, so I don't know how good he is at that. So I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull it on the outside by himself. But
I mean, he's good, but he's no Twindy.
Take a look up front. They're just holding line there.
You see, Kroger, I don't think he has a trap card ready to throw out there at any point in time.
you actually got caught by your own trap card tonight, so that was a tough luck.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's known that I've got to flip some car every day, so I mean, I guess that was my quota for the day.
There you go.
That one was as much on me, Twindy, because I reacted to that car that pulled down in front of us, and I never even got it back out of 4th gear once I slammed on the brakes and I went back onto the gas, and I hung it in 3rd before I shifted, and that's probably where you wound up getting running right up on me.
Well, what happened was you were still loose, and I tried to go up around the top of you, and you got loose and moved up the track that little bit, and basically it made it so I hit the corner of your bumper instead of actually being able to clear you how I wanted to without hitting the wall, which got me sideways. But you know,
so it flipped you into the fence, and you'd have been done anyway. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hey, listen, I'm okay with getting DNF'd on that wreck because in real life, that no car is surviving that. So
yeah.
I often Dylan didn't. So I mean,
the same thing happened to me in practice. We were coming together, we were trying to side draft, and we got together, and I flipped rolled and solidly.
Coming on the back stretch with 2 to go here. I'm gonna see if any big meaty moves are gonna get made here. Let's see if anyone is gonna make anything wild, or if people are gonna keep it tame.
Gearhead putting a little out there.
I wonder if Cat's gonna want to do something, make sure Grandpa doesn't get a run on him.
I could see Cat jumping to the outside, coming into turn 3 to force Grandpa to do something.
Yeah. He's hanging back nicely now.
All right, there they are, the white flag lap. We know what they're doing up front. We'll try to catch that at the end. There's the battle for the bubble. The last car in that 3-car train is outside the bubble. Cat Guy in the 74 is on the bubble in 5th place.
Looks like he might get the run. Grandpa might get the run in the right spot right here, but he's lifting. I don't know if that's the move. He had the run. Let's see if we can make something happen coming into the trioval.
Kip's holding on to it there in the front. Barron's going to make a move for the win. They're coming down to the line. Barron gets it on the outside. He might have it. Ooh, he gets into Kip. He turned him, but Barron crosses the line first. Ooh, and Cat Guy hangs on.
And they all pile in.
And they all pile into each other there at the end. But we have a finish. Barron von Stosh, the former Winston Cup champion.
Look at that car. Cat Guy flying. Is that an airplane or is that a Cat Guy?
Yeah, no kidding. Barron von Stosh is your winner. Kip's hauling ass will take second. Gearhead, in his first day back, comes home in 3rd and makes the Daytona 500. 4th, OGR Gordon, he's going to be in the field. And 5th, OGR Cat Guy rounds it out. All right, guys, I am going to hop over into the game chat and try to talk to Kip and sort out what our qualifying stuff is. I'll shoot you an invite, Progar and Callie, since there's room. All right.
Yeah, I'm sure. Stay in the room without quitting out. If it kicks him out, then he's still okay, because that's not his fault.
48?
Yes.
What happened?
It looked like he hit the pit speed limiter. He was riding at 37 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what we thought he did. If he just hit it again, he would have, because mine is 0. If he would have just hit it,
all right, guys, I'm going to get in a party with the officials real quick.
Yeah.
We're going to sort out this order, and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Give me a party. You invited me to do a party, or is it the same one, Carlin?
You should have one that I sent. And we're, let me...
I'll check.
Yeah, we'll go in there and we'll sort this out and then be ready to post it. Good race, guys. I know there was a couple of blow-ups there, some silliness, but you guys toughed it out and ran it out, so I give you all the credit in the world.
Hey, Carlin, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Was I lagging on the broadcast?
There was a few laps there, yeah. There were 2 real bad spikes.
Stepped out of line so I wouldn't fuck anybody up. So.
Yeah, you knew you had a provisional, so yeah. No, you did. You played it like a pro, man. You really did. You got out of the way, and all the credit in the world.
A little bit, so I just backed out of it.
Yeah, no worries. All right, I got to go get into the race control real quick, guys, and we'll get our starting order sorted out here. I'll be right back with you.
Okay, Carlin, I gotta go.
Yeah, you're in, Gearhead. I came right in. Good job.
Lucky.
We'll see you this week.
Thanks very much, gentlemen. Good racing. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Okay, Carlin, hold on here. I'm going to copy this.
Where's my damn notebook?
Let me open this.
So what went on there? Wait, let me turn off my broadcast here before I get on that.